All right, we are back now with part two of the 2023 NFL Draft Reaction Show. We got Rody here. We left off at the 13th pick, which was the Packers. So the Green Bay Packers selected Lucas Van Ness, who is an edge rusher out of Iowa. Is that right? Let me see. He is, yes, an edge rusher out of Iowa. So that is the only pick that we missed live here. Fellas, good to have you back. We got OY and Rodi on the call here again. And now the Steelers are on the clock because the Patriots traded back. So what do y'all think of the Packers pick?
When I heard that pick, I was like, who?
Van Ness. Lucas Van Ness. Straight out of DC.
Receivers, man.
What'd you say?
I said they just refused to draft receivers.
Absolutely, man. That's what I thought. I thought they were going to go Jackson-Njigba here. But they go with an edge rusher to pair with, who is it, Smith? Preston Smith?
But the guy does look like a classic Green Bay. They always draft these long hair, white linebacker types.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, they've had Clay Matthews.
And before him, remember what's the name of that guy?
Who was the other guy they had?
He didn't really pan out, but he was a pretty big draft prospect. Got his name.
Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about. So the Steelers are now on the clock with the 14th pick. I think OY already saw who they picked, but now I am seeing it. Let's see who they take. Steelers. Pittsburgh Steelers select tackle Broderick Jones out of Georgia. So they have more protection for Kenny Pickett. Broderick Jones, consensus number 18, best player in this draft. He is consensus third best tackle in this draft. And that's where he ends up going. Fellas, what do you guys think of this pick? Broderick Jones, tackle, going to the Steelers.
I mean, I think it's fine. I think you just picked the best lineman left on the board. That's fine. I thought, and this might have been just people like kind of looking for like a storybook kind of outcome. But everybody was mocking Joey Porter to the Steelers just because of his dad.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I thought they might actually do that, but that's not.
Yeah.
This guy's an offensive tackle.
Yep. So he's going to protect Kenny Pickett and block for Najee Harris and Jalen Warren. Rodi, any thoughts on this pick?
That's the fourth offensive tackle taken out of the first.
Is it?
The third one, right?
That's four offensive tackles, guys.
Third one.
No, fourth.
You had Paris Johnson, Peter Skoronsky, and that's it. He's
Darnell Wright.
Oh, Darnell Wright. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
That's right. Yeah, the guy that was ranked 19th overall.
Oh, so much for alignment for us.
Wow. So 4 guys off the board now by pick 14. Yeah, this shows how important the tackle position is. Very, very valuable.
By the way, guys, don't judge me for eating boneless wings. I'm sorry. It's just a lot easier to clean up, but I don't feel like I'm just sitting on my bed right now. I don't have a setup, so.
Bro, I'm team boneless wings, so dude, I don't. Yeah, of course, man.
There's a place in the mall called Uncle Mo's Fried Chicken or something like that. It's in the 3rd floor food court.
Yeah.
They have the most incredible boneless wings I've ever had in my life.
Uncle Mo, which one? Tyson's you're talking about?
Tyson's. third floor food court next to the movie theater.
Uncle Mo's, Uncle Muhammad, you're talking about? Ammu Muhammad?
I think it is owned by a guy named Muhammad. Yes.
Really? Uncle Mo? Of course. What could it be? What else could it be?
Owned by an Arab guy. I think he might be Khaliji as well.
Really? I gotta check it out then.
But it's like you're gonna see the price. You're gonna be like, wait, $20 for 6 boneless wings? That's insane.
That is insane.
And it is insane. I agree. But once you tried them, you'll be hooked.
Wait, $20 for how big are these wings though? They must be pretty big.
They're not. They're huge.
Oh, okay.
Huge. Okay.
I don't think they're wings.
It's like the whole bird.
I think it's like a boneless.
They better give you the whole chicken for $20.
So
it's
they
pretty ridiculous, but
they have like these new mango flavored ones at Wingstop. You know, they're actually pretty legit.
Is it mango habanero or is it just mango?
Yeah. It's something like that.
Yeah.
They're actually pretty legit.
Yeah, man. Now Wingstop is good.
Guys, unfortunately, the best offensive tackle has not been taken yet.
Okay, so let me try to guess based on his name. Anton Harrison?
No, come on.
Osiris Torrance?
Come on, man.
What? Not Osiris? That's a good name.
Last name, just last name.
Oh, is it like Hamiduddin?
Dude, it's a guy with the last name Bergeron, bro.
Bergeron?
Yeah.
Who? What? I can't even see him. He's so far down the list.
Syracuse, Matthew Bergeron.
Matthew Bergeron. Let me see. He's a tackle, you said?
Offensive tackle, I think he's higher than you're giving him. He's higher. He's supposed to be
Oh, okay.
higher.
He's number 62 consensus. Matthew Bergeron. Meanwhile, the guys behind him, Jalen Duncan. That's probably a better name. And Blake Freeland. That sounds like a better name too.
But those guys don't sound like offensive tackles. They sound like. I love how I'm making up the rules of the names as I go.
That's your thing. You can make up the rules if you want.
That's right.
So
All right, the Jets.
the Jets are on the clock here at pick 15. Well, they just signed Aaron Rodgers, and they have a lot of great receivers: Alan Lazard,
We
Garrett
need
Wilson.
to protect Rodgers, man. Get Bergeron, bro.
Officially, the Bergeron campaign, Bergeron to New York campaign has started with Rady
How
here.
crazy would it be if they actually draft Bergeron right now?
That would be crazy. That would be insane.
They need offensive tackle. They need to protect him.
That's true. They might do it. Is he the next best tackle available here?
According to this list, yes. But I don't know who put this list together.
Let me see. Anton Harrison, DeJuan Jones. Those guys are ahead of him on my list here. So they're talking about a tackle here on the broadcast. I think my laptop might be burning.
Why?
Because I've been taxing it so much between the YouTube live and these recordings.
This is going on live right now.
Well, the YouTube live was live. I am recording it, but the one before it is saving, so it's taking a lot of the energy as well. But this Google Meet also takes up a lot of and then QuickTime as well. So
What kind of laptop you got?
it's an old man. It's a 2013 Mac.
Oh my days.
Yeah.
Bro.
So
You need to update.
Mine is that old too.
really,
I have a MacBook Air, yeah.
well, this one is cooking.
I highly recommend you. They're like $800 now. They're actually
I know.
relatively affordable.
I should get
Get
a
an
new one.
M1 MacBook Air. I bought mine 2 years ago for $800.
Yeah.
There's no way.
After this burns, I will get that for sure.
Yeah, don't get an M2. I think it's overkill. You really don't need it.
Yeah, I think I will. That's what I'll do. The Jets are taking forever to make this friggin' pick, man. I mean, honestly, like.
Look, they're all happy,
Pick is in.
congratulating each other. I don't know. Can you guys see what I'm seeing, which is the draft room?
Are you watching on NFL Network too?
Yeah.
Dude, I must be really far behind. I don't know
No,
why.
no, I'm not ESPN. Sorry.
Oh, ESPN. That's why. ESPN has slightly different coverage. Roddy, tell me when you hear the draft. So I might go to ESPN.
Both of you guys are before me. I get it last.
I don't know about that. So tell me when you hear the name uh yeah, let me know so I can see how far back I am.
Jets are milk. Jets are definitely milking this.
So they could go offensive line here.
I think it's a receiver
You think?
because Rodgers has always wanted the Packers to draft a receiver, and they never do it.
Yeah.
So I can see them doing this just to appease him.
Really?
I can see it.
Do you think they need one though? They have Lazard and Garrett Wilson. I think those two are pretty good.
Yeah, and then you add a third guy.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, like,
there's nobody available, bro. There's nobody that's good.
Jackson Njigba.
Jigba's not bad.
I don't know.
I
Jordan-
think he's more of a slot guy anyway.
Jordan Addison.
With a name like that, he's definitely a slot guy.
But
No number one is gonna be called Smith.
I think tackle makes some. I think offensive line makes the most sense here because their defensive backfield is one of the best. They have some good pass rushers. Maybe linebacker or line they should go. But of course, as we've learned today, not everyone goes for need like I would do.
Guys, I see history repeating. You know how they say history repeats itself, right?
Sure.
You know what that means?
I think it's
Rodgers?
within the phrase. Yeah.
Rodgers is going to the Vikings next year.
Oh. That
And
could
then
happen.
And then we will finally
Yeah.
make it to the Super Bowl.
Really? Because last time that happened, they almost made it to the Super Bowl, and then Favre threw a pick in the NFC Championship game.
Yeah, because they cheated, man. New Orleans cheated. We
Oh
all
yeah,
know that.
the Bounty Gate.
Something like that. Yeah.
Is that Bounty Gate?
I think it's
Was
called
it?
Bounty, yeah.
2009, right?
Even
Yeah.
though I really don't think that's illegal. Like, if you
They-
want to pay your players to hurt a guy, it's football. Like,
Speaking of illegal, they have an actual child doing announcing this draft. Breaking child labor laws here. He is no bigger than 8 years old.
Oh no, man, he's a Make-A-Wish kid.
Possible. He's got on Jets colors.
No,
Oh, he is a
says
Make-A-Wish kid. All right. Whoever edits this podcast, go ahead and edit that out. I don't want to seem insensitive.
you battled something hard?
Huh?
He said this guy had, like, a pretty bad situation.
Well, let's do dua for him, inshallah. This kid gets better and he gets to enjoy many seasons ahead, Jet seasons.
I mean,
Well, it looks like Omar already heard it. I didn't hear it
I
yet.
did hear it.
that means if he heard it and just said, that means it's not Bergeron.
It could be. I think it could have been anyone, and Omar has a good poker face. Who is it? Jets. Oh man, this kid is
Guy
hype.
is
Man.
awesome. Don't say anything on him.
Ooh, I won't say anything. Still, you haven't heard?
Damn,
Robbie, did you hear yet?
Will McDonald the fourth.
Jets select edge rusher Will McDonald, the fourth out of Iowa State. I think this is a good pick for them. They could have done either defensive, offensive line, or linebacker. Adding more depth to their edge rusher position, I think, is great. Good pick for them. I remember you had mentioned that McDonald was on your list for the Cowboys. What do you think of this?
He's
wow.
super athletic.
Yeah. Do you are you upset that he didn't fall to the Cowboys?
Like a little bit. I'm not like heartbroken about it. Like, but
Yeah.
yeah, I thought he would be there actually. I this is a good pick. I'm not gonna knock it. I think it's a little high because he was like a borderline first, second round type guy. But I still think it's a good pick. He can be a good pass rusher. He has like a lot of talent. Of course, Robert Saleh, can really kind of maximize that.
Yeah.
This guy's a linebacker?
Yeah.
He's an edge. It says he's an edge rusher.
He's
What
like
the?
he's like one of those tweeners.
Okay, so probably like in a 3-4 or something.
Yeah.
So they just showed video, and there's a few things to break down here. So the Jets war room for some reason has a Ukrainian flag alongside the American flag. That is some major virtue signaling, unless there's a Ukrainian that works with the owner or whatever, or that's part of the ownership. And then they showed William McDonald, very athletic guy. They showed him dunking a basketball and jumping over an SUV. You guys saw that?
Mhm.
Pretty impressive. He is the consensus 33rd overall though. So you're right, OY. He was supposed to be, or he's slated to be drafted talent wise at the beginning of the second round, but he goes here at number 15.
The thing is, though, if you get him with one of these like defensive-minded coaches, then they can use. Like Salah probably has a vision for him, right? It's like, oh, I want to use him in this specific way, and so I think it can work in that way. And plus, they already have like a great defense. Remember we talked about it? Like they're really close to being like one of those elite defenses in the league. So
Yes,
you add another piece to that.
I agree.
All right, Commanders pick is in. Will Levis.
I think I found the next great CV, guys. His name is Ringo.
Gringo?
No, but that would be amazing. Ringo, just Ringo.
Ringo.
Gringo. He just has one name. So you talked about the lack of Hispanic players. That'd be a one named person named Gringo.
That would be incredible. Actually, I would love to see that.
Yeah.
Like they do in soccer. Sometimes they just have one name for a guy.
Like the Brazilian, yeah.
Yeah, like the Brazilians.
Yeah. Gringo. That'd be a good one.
Yeah, that's how you know you're good.
Yeah.
You go by one name.
And unless you're Fred. You guys know about Fred?
Yo, yeah, man. Fred is
Are you a United fan?
I'm a United fan. I saw what happened today. Yes.
Oh, why? Do you know about Fred?
A little bit.
This guy, he's like the most memed player in football, in European football.
Unfortunately, the two most memed players are United players.
Fred and Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire, of course, was benched again today.
How far we've fallen, man.
Yeah, I know. Today, you guys bottled that lead to Tottenham.
I cannot believe
That's a shame.
We really felt that we had it. Even I, as a fan,
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, we got this. It's over."
Right.
You know.
Yeah, I mean they were up 2-0.
Yeah.
They had it, but
And honestly, we should have lost.
you should have lost.
Yeah. We should
Yeah,
have
yeah.
lost.
At the end, I know. Son missed some easy ones.
They had some like 3-4 open shots. I mean, we had a
Yeah.
few open shots too, like Bernard.
Yeah.
We're not talking about that right now.
Yeah.
Guys.
OY thinks they're going with Will Levis here with the Commanders. You don't think they're going to stick with Sam Howell?
Oh, you're right. I forgot all about Sam Howell. I legit completely forgot about him.
And they have Jacoby Brissett as their backup.
Actually, did you read that report that they're not going to pick up the fifth-year option for Chase Young?
I did.
So they might go pass rusher here.
That's a good point. That's a really good point, actually.
I think Nolan Smith is still
He is.
available, right? Yeah.
He is. He lasted a long time in our mock draft, and he's a favorite of Naif's.
How could I forget Sam Howell, man? I watched him beat us and embarrass us in person.
You saw him in person?
In his first start.
Really?
I saw it live.
Well, they're showing Will Levis on the screen here. Maybe they know something we don't know. But let's see who's left here. Christian Gonzalez still, just like in our mock draft, Christian Gonzalez lasted until like pick 16 or something.
Don't let him get the Belichick.
Yeah, don't go. I know.
Oh my God, he's 100% gonna go to Belichick.
Who? Christian Gonzalez?
I'm calling it from now.
Yeah. That's where we got him in the mock draft. Okay, so Washington here. Who's left is some of the elite guys. Of course, Christian Gonzalez, like we mentioned. Will Levis, Jackson Smith-Njigba, maybe to partner with Terry McLaurin.
You really think that guy is the best receiver available?
He is.
He's like the consensus one in this draft.
How about Joey Porter?
Yeah.
Could be Joey. All right, I think the pick is in.
It is. I just saw it.
Okay, let's see. What? Okay. Commanders select cornerback Emmanuel Forbes out of Mississippi State.
Oh my God.
Um, okay, so he is the consensus 30th best player. Um, he is not even the best cornerback on the available. We just talked about Christian Gonzalez. We also talked about Brian Branch in our mock draft as a safety, another defensive back. He is consensus 24 out of Alabama. You know they love Alabama guys. Also, there's a guy named Deion Banks from Maryland that they could have got, who is consensus ranked 20th. This is why the Commanders franchise continues to stink. Fellas, what do you guys think of this pick?
I think Dan Snyder did this on purpose.
Is he still around? He didn't sell him yet.
No,
I don't think he's officially done it. I don't know if he's still like running out.
burning the ship down before he leaves.
Sabotage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sabotage.
I like Forbes, but I'm a little surprised that you pick him over Christian Gonzalez.
Right. I agree. And you know what? The Patriots already made their pick at 17.
It's got to be Gonzalez.
It's going to be Gonzalez. They're like, you idiots. And you know, the fact that they traded back, they knew because they were right behind the Commanders, and they knew the Commanders were going to make a dumb pick. So all along, they knew that they're going to get their man. Or will it be Will Levis? Do you think it might be Will Levis?
It could be.
Because they're not happy with Mac Jones.
Who? The Patriots are going to draft Will Levis?
It could be because there's reports that they're not happy with Mac Jones.
You could just. I'm telling you from now.
Yeah.
You could just book it, Christian Gonzalez.
It's amazing how this happened. Okay, well we'll see. I haven't seen it yet. Let's see what they do. Patriots 17th pick.
The thing is, I'm gonna hear from you guys. So.
Christian Gonzalez, cornerback out of Oregon.
Oh, I told you.
They
man.
take him. Wow. We called it in the mock draft. We called it tonight. Oh my God. Christian Gonzalez to the Patriots. Oh, why? Do you remember what your line was?
Don't let him get to Belichick.
Don't let him get to Belichick, and it's always great value for Belichick. It always just falls to him like that. Wow. So the Patriots end up getting the 7th best player overall in this draft at number 17 after having moved back.
Yeah, I don't know, man. He's got his spies, I think, in these other war rooms, so he kind of knows what's going to go on.
It seems like it. The Raiders and the Titans, I think, have a lot of former Patriots. There's another team as well. Yeah, Raiders and Titans.
What just happened, man?
I don't know. But all right. So who is number 18?
I think this Christian Gonzalez guy is going to be actually very, very good. If he went to any other team, I would not have said that.
You think he's going to be very good?
Yes.
All right. 18. Let's wait for this thing to...
Who's next? The Lions? Wow, the Lions had 2 first-round picks. How did they do that?
Yeah.
They trade down?
From a trade. I think it might have been Hawkinson, actually.
Did you guys hear that?
The trade with the Vikings.
Oh, yeah,
we did, but we'll act like we didn't.
I literally like jump scared my sister. I just walked out.
Yeah, so the Lions are on the clock now. Did they make a? Yeah, they made a pick already. So they already picked Jahmyr Gibbs, and now 5 picks later, they're on the clock at 18. I initially thought that they were going to take a tight end. I think they need a tight end. So I think they're going to go Michael Mayer here. That's my guess. What do you guys think the Lions will take? Who do you think they need? What do you guys think about the Lions pick here?
You know what they should have done, and my friend who's a Lions fan is like pissed off right now.
Yeah.
They should have taken Gonzalez with the first pick, and then if you wanted to take Gibbs, you could have just taken him now.
Right.
If I'm them now, I'm either taking Nolan Smith or I'm taking what's that? Joey Porter,
Okay.
or I'm taking a tight end.
Right. So they're not strong at I thought they got Jeff Okuda recently.
They traded him.
Oh, they traded him.
Yep.
Really?
He went to Atlanta, I think.
Interesting. Christian Gonzalez. He looks like okay. Is he half black?
He is, I think, half Colombian, and I think
Half Colombian, half black?
I don't know, but I know he's half Colombian.
Interesting. Well, he just opened his jacket to show the Colombian flag. Okay. So Lions are on the clock now. Let me look at their depth chart here. Yeah, you're right. They did trade him. They have Cameron Sutton and Chase Lucas as their starting. They also have Emmanuel Mosley.
No, he's full Colombian.
He's full Colombia. Interesting.
Apparently, yeah.
Do you know that the safeties for the Lions are C.J. Gardner-Johnson and Tracy Walker? Did you know that? I guess they traded for Gardner-Johnson, huh?
I think the Eagles I think they cut Gardner-Johnson.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Honestly, I'm looking all over their defense, and they can pick literally anybody. Their defense
They might take Branch, man, if he lasts to the end of the draft. That'd
Could
be
be.
really good value, actually.
could be. On offense, well, you guys know Jamison Williams just got suspended. You guys heard about that?
Yeah.
That's pretty. Roddy, one of the was he the first round pick for the Lions last year? Something like that. A very high draft pick for the Lions last year, wide receiver, who missed the whole season with an injury, just got suspended for gambling on football.
That's ridiculous, man.
Suspended indefinitely. So
They should allow
That
players.
was like 6 games.
is it?
They should allow players to gamble only on themselves and only positive gambles. So they can't gamble that they're gonna get yards or something specific amount of yards,
Oh, right.
because then they'll just play to get those yards.
Yeah,
But if they
yeah, I
want to
can see
gamble
that.
their team is gonna win,
Yeah,
I think they should be allowed to do that.
I can see that.
So the Patriots got a 4th round pick, and they got the best corner in the draft.
Amazing. They just get it done, man.
So if you're a football player, you cannot gamble on any football game. Period.
I
Yeah.
don't think you can gamble on any sports. I could be wrong about that, but
Well, definitely not on your own league. I mean, come on,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
like common
yeah.
sense. I can't believe they did
You're
that.
not playing in the game.
It doesn't matter. I think you have. I don't know. You have some kind of influence. It seems wrong. And Calvin Ridley got suspended for a year.
For gambling.
Yeah, on the NFL. And Pete Rose, by the way, do you guys know Pete Rose, the baseball legend?
Yes.
He is still not in the Hall of Fame, even though he's one of the best baseball players of all time, because he gambled on baseball.
Yeah, but I think his gambling was pretty shady.
didn't he gamble?
They're all-
He gambled on his own team, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
To lose.
I think Calvin Ridley did too.
no,
To lose?
He didn't?
no. He picked them to win.
Yeah. He picked him to win. I mean,
That's okay. You could do that.
It's
But
not-
to pick up to lose, you're on the squad? Nah, bro.
but
can't do that.
just gambling and even having these caveats it's a little tough to
I
regulate.
agree.
You should
I
just
think
say
other
no
than-
gambling. Just wait till after you're
You
retired.
can gamble on your team winning, man.
I
You
still
should
don't
be
like
allowed
that.
to. Why not? You're basically, that's why you play. You want to win.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe you have insider knowledge. A lot of these people on the other team are injured or something's going on in their personal life that's going to make them play bad or something. I don't know. It's like insider trading.
I think that should be okay.
Commissioner, Roddy for commissioner.
What's wrong with insider trading, man? I'm working there, of course. What do you
Yeah.
think?
I
I
know.
should have advantage.
All right, all right. Insider trading is good, and just trade it. Just let everyone do whatever the hell they want.
All
No,
right,
man.
Lions pick is
I'm
Within
team for
within
that.
the parameters of a deal.
Yeah. Well, whatever, Raleigh, whatever parameters you set, that's what they're gonna go by. All right, pick is in for the Lions. I think they should go with Michael Mayer or maybe Kincaid, but they also need everything on defense except maybe one of the safety positions and one of the rushers. They got Aiden Hutchinson. He's pretty good.
You're gonna pick a defensive tackle.
All right, let's see what they do. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Lions select linebacker Jack Campbell out of Iowa. I was looking at linebackers because I want the Seahawks to take one, and I don't even remember Jack Campbell.
Yeah, let me.
Let's see where Jack Campbell was ranked. They definitely do need linebacker, just like they need pretty much every position. But let me see. Jack Campbell. Okay, hold on. He might not actually be. Okay, he is. Okay, yes. He is the consensus 40. Okay, he must have moved up the board. Um,
That's a what?
he must have moved up the board because the last time I checked this board, he was not this high. But Jack Campbell, linebacker out of Iowa, he's the consensus number 42 in the ranking that I see here. So he is not as high as Drew Sanders. So the Seahawks still have a chance to get Drew Sanders. Um, they pick at number 20 right after the Bucs here, so I'm hoping that they get Drew Sanders.
Campbell was like Brugler had him as his third linebacker.
After Trenton Simpson and Sanders, right?
Yeah, and he was a second rounder.
Yeah, yeah, that's what it shows us here. Um, hmm. Well, do you guys have an opinion on this, Jack Campbell?
Seems like it's a bit high.
Yeah,
And I don't know, man. I wouldn't want to invest a lot in a linebacker, like unless you really need it. And I don't
yeah,
know, like if they have other qualities, like if they can rush the passer or something like that. Like that's the thing. Like Drew Sanders, I personally wouldn't pick him in the first round, but he's an athletic guy who can rush the passer. So there's at least that.
yeah,
And now you're getting towards the back half of the first round anyway.
yeah.
You know, so it's still different. But this guy was not projected to be like a first rounder, so it seems a little high.
Well,
And I just saw the breakdown of Deontay Banks, who's the number 10
cornerback.
corner,
Yeah.
right? It says one missed tackle all of 2022, and then that's strengths.
Strengths. Okay.
Strength. He has one missed tackle all of 2022.
That's good. That's
Good.
impressive. Yeah.
And then weaknesses, played only 2 games in 2020. That's ridiculous, man.
What a punchline.
Oh, Bucks pick is in.
What a
Levis,
punchline.
maybe?
I think it could be Levis for sure. But I just want to recap. So the linebackers on the lines right now are Malcolm Rodriguez, Alex Anzalone, and James Houston. So it does look like they needed a linebacker because I don't know any of those guys. Maybe Anzalone, I've heard of him, but Bucks. Bucks could be Levis because right now their starter is Baker Mayfield, and of course Levis is like number 10 on like the consensus big board. He hasn't gone. Also, no wide receivers have been taken yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they don't need wide receivers, man. Come on.
Wow. Bucks select defensive tackle Calijah Kancey out of Pittsburgh. This is a guy that Naif said reminds him of Aaron Donald. He is the 26th consensus best overall in the on the big board here. Um, as far as defensive linemen go, he is I think the second best after Jalen Carter. Yeah, second best available after Jalen Carter. So, oh why? I think you didn't you call this?
Did I?
You said defensive line. I think you had them drafting a defensive lineman,
Yeah.
and then Naif said they have Vita Vea, which I'm a big fan of Vita Vea as well. But maybe to pair with Vita Vea.
Yeah, I don't. Thing is, I never understood that argument. Like, oh, they already have a guy. Okay, but you add another guy to pair with them. Like,
Right.
the Eagles have 3 guys.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
I don't remember if I picked Calijah Kancey. I guess I might have, but yeah, I think I could definitely see this for them. I just did not expect Will Levis to still be around. I mean, again, I'm not a huge fan, but teams overdraft quarterbacks, so I thought that there was a chance that he could have taken him there.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's still on the board.
Okay.
Who knows? Maybe that gives an incentive for some trades. For like these last 10 teams, like that's good for us. If you want to trade down, maybe somebody wants to move up and grab.
Yes, that's exactly right. And I know you guys aren't going to care about this, but I just realized the starting defensive line of the Buccaneers is Greg Gaines, Vita Vea, Logan Hall, and Joe Tryon Shoyinka. Greg Gaines, Vita Vea, Joe Tryon all went to UW. So almost all of their defensive line is from UW. That's pretty rare. And so now they add who did they add? Who? I just forgot his name. Calijah Kancey, and they're going to pair him with Vita Vea. So he's probably going to take Logan Hall's job. So the Seahawks are on the clock now. I want Drew Sanders. I'm going to say it over and over and over. I want Drew Sanders. That means they're not going to give it to me because they took Devin Witherspoon, who is nothing. And I mean, they might take Will Levis.
No.
Let them take Will Levis. Let them take a damn kicker. I mean, who the hell knows what they're going to do?
So no wide receivers have been taken.
You think they're going to take a wide receiver? I don't think they need one, man. I hope they don't. They got Metcalf. They got Lockett. They got...
I think this Quentin Johnson guy is going to be good, man.
Really? Because people are a little scared of him because he has drops.
Quentin Johnson. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't watched a lot of tape from him, but he is projected to go in the first round, I think. What makes you think he's going to be good, Rady?
Look, man.
The name.
No. Sometimes you just look at a guy. I'm dead serious.
Yeah.
And you're like, this guy looks like he's good. I have. He doesn't look like an NPC. He looks like a main character type of player.
Yeah.
I know this is like ridiculous analysis, but
no, that's what we want the Rady analysis. That's a special category.
I really do think that. Like I just saw this guy and I'm like, wow, he looks like a legit.
Yeah.
You could just see, I don't know. Sometimes you just see a guy's face and you're like, this guy looks very confident.
How have there been 2 running backs who have gone in the first 12 picks and no wide receivers have gone yet?
It's bizarre.
I know this is a weak draft. Like, it's not top heavy with receivers. But I mean, come on. Like 2 running backs?
It's bizarre. I agree. I would never do this. This is the antithesis of what I would do in a draft. But they don't pay me to make these decisions. Jahmyr Gibbs going at 12, I still can't believe it. I don't know. Who do you guys think the Seahawks are going to take here?
Drew Sanders.
QJ. They're going to take QJ.
Who's still on the board?
Okay.
I think the next slot.
So Drew Sanders or QJ? I hope Drew Sanders, but it's probably not going to be. It's probably a guy projected to go in the 6th round. They're going to take him now.
Come on, man. Don't be like that.
I mean, come on, man. Devin Witherspoon, what the hell?
Yeah, I think, honestly, if they could even pick that guy until now, he would have still been available.
Maybe. It's just the fact that they took a cornerback at number 5. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, man. I mean, no Seahawk analyst saw that coming. None of them. None of them. They thought quarterback, or or um, or Jalen Carter or Will Anderson or.
Well, Nolan Smith is still there, man.
That's true.
Guys, I'm watching highlights of Quentin Johnson.
He's good. You want him on the Vikings?
Oh, can you imagine JJ and QJ? Oh my days.
JJ and QJ.
Oh my god.
He's good.
Actually, nah. He looks very happy.
Trying to take the pick, man.
He looks so normal, bro.
Oh my god.
Quentin Johnson, like, I don't see that. You know, sometimes you see a guy, you're like, wow, this guy looks crazy good. Like, I know you guys remember watching Reggie Bush.
Yeah, yeah.
And you were like, oh my god, I can't believe what this guy was doing.
Right.
Pick is in.
Okay, let's see who it is. Daniel Jeremiah has Dalton Kincaid as the 9th best player in this draft.
Jeremiah has gotten so bad.
That's bizarre.
So bad.
Yeah, man. Just take the linebacker. Take Sanders, please.
He does have like a Randy Moss-ish type of running style.
Really?
Yeah, like long legs.
They're showing the Seahawks war room, and there's like all the seats are empty. Like where the hell are they? They went to go take a crap, and they already took a crap with that 5th pick because that was them taking a crap.
That's pretty good.
Oh, they're clapping.
No, but he did nothing freakish.
Oh my gosh! You have 2 picks. This has never happened. They've never had 2 picks in the first round. Don't blow it. Please don't blow it. Please don't blow it. Come on. Just give us Drew Sanders, or who's another good available guy here. Let me see.
Where are you looking for? What position?
Watch them take Joey Porter. Watch them take a second quarterback here. Nolan Smith, I'll take Miles Murphy. I'll take Nolan Smith. Michael Mayer. I'd take him over a cornerback. Yeah. Okay, let's see.
Okay, so I'm watching the Cowboys draft coverage.
Yeah.
One of the insiders said he has connections with the Jaguars, and he said they're looking for a corner.
For a corner?
Yeah. So you might look for Joey Porter going to Jacksonville, I guess.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I thought because the Jaguars every year have like selected, like they took Josh Allen and then Trayvon Walker, so one guy in their front line, one guy in the middle, and then now I think they'll probably get a corner. All right, guys. All right, let's see it. Oh, I probably heard it already, but let me see. Now it's like a cavalcade of kids they're bringing out here. This is the whole factory. Oh, man. Interesting.
Here we go.
They're showing one of the girls has a brace on her leg from playing flag football.
Pick is in.
Come on. Stop talking and say the pick. Oh, they're making the girl make the pick. Oh, don't mess it up.
With the 20th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Seattle Seahawks select
Jackson and Jigba, wide receiver, Ohio State. The Seahawks take the first wide receiver in the first round. He becomes the third wide receiver on the team now, behind DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. Wow. I'm trying to process this. I guess it's okay.
Why?
I guess it's okay, but there's other guys I would have wanted. I want Drew Sanders. I could have taken a pass rush. I mean, Jackson Smith-Njigba.
Miles Murphy, bro.
Here's the thing, though. You gotta. The way I look at it is, most teams like they're starting like the 3 wide receivers are basically starters.
Yeah.
So like in today's NFL, so whether he's the 2 or the 3, whatever, like he's probably gonna be playing a lot, and you got the best wide receiver in the draft, or at least the highest ranked. I mean, I know you wanted a linebacker, but I'm just saying, like, I don't think it's a bad pick.
Yeah. I agree. I don't hate it. I'll say I don't hate it. I'm just trying to.
You want to know what you're gonna do at linebacker?
Okay. Listen. So when I looked at the Seahawks, right, the 2 position groups I said that were taken care of were what?
You said receiver and what else?
And defensive back. Right? Like, those are their 2 strongest position groups.
Maybe they're looking ahead, man. Like, maybe Tyler Lockett is getting a little, and I'm a big Lockett fan. I love Lockett.
Yeah.
But maybe they're thinking, in a year or 2 he won't be around anymore, so they'll kind of jump the gun. And here's the other thing. I'll put this out there. Wide receiver in the first round is actually one of the best values because you get 5 years of control without paying top dollar to a premium position, right? Because wide receiver is one of those 5 positions. Wide receiver, left tackle, quarterback, pass rusher, and cornerback.
Right.
So, I mean, drafting a corner and drafting a wide receiver in the first round, you get that benefit. That if, like, the guy hits, you get 5 years of control. You're paying him like less money.
Yeah.
So there's that.
I agree. This guy could have been drafted as a number 1 receiver for another team, right? I mean, he's that good. So, yeah, I mean,
Amar, what did you tell me? You said you guys are strong in wide receivers and corners, right?
yeah.
Okay. I read a book once by a man named Peter Drucker. The book's called Managing Oneself. Okay? Essentially, the main message of the book is forget about your weaknesses. Just make your strengths even stronger. So maybe that's what the Seahawks are doing.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, we're strong here.
Yeah.
Let's just go all in with these areas.
Right.
We'll have no holes there.
Yeah.
We'll manage everything else.
That is a train of thought. That definitely is a train of thought.
I like how you use it.
It's not. If they had taken like Jalen Hyatt or something, then I think you could raise hell about that.
Right.
But like you got like the top receiver.
That's true. The only issue is they gave up 1,500 yards to Josh Jacobs last year. And they still haven't resolved the interior of the defensive line or the linebacker position. So at some point, you have this incredible draft capital, and you're not using it. You're just okay. Yeah, maybe the receivers might be like incredible next year, but when it comes to like playing defense. Like who are you going to put at linebacker? I mean, like who's going to stop the run? Like you're still going to have the issue of like who's going to stop the run. They were the second worst run stopping defense, and you have a chance to address it here. And you don't do interior line with Jalen Carter. You don't do linebacker with Drew Sanders. I don't know.
I think that not drafting Carter was a much bigger kind of offense because. I think it's harder to find those defensive tackles, right?
Yeah.
Because, like, I think, like, for me, what I'm noticing is that you can find linebacker value later on in the draft as well. So, you're not going to find a Jalen Carter unless you get super lucky, right?
Right.
But you might find like a linebacker in the second or third round, maybe even fourth round, who come in and play. And I guarantee you that's probably what they're thinking. They're thinking, okay, we won't get a linebacker here. Maybe we'll get him on day 2 or day 3 to even kind of build the defense. I wouldn't be surprised if like your next picks are like defense heavy.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Chargers, really, bro, please. I need this to be Michael Mayer. I need them to like take him, so save us from ourselves. Like, you know what I mean?
You don't want a tight end?
I wouldn't mind it, but it's just kind of like a deflating pick. It's kind of like, okay.
Yeah. I feel you.
Are we gonna need a round 3, Emma?
Yeah, we do. Did you see that? This is the slowest draft. We are at pick 21. It is 10:38. It's almost 10:40.
Yeah, but it's all the trades, man. It's the trades.
So after this Chargers pick and we talk about it, then I'm gonna have to close this up and we're gonna have to go for round 3.
Let's do it quick so we don't miss the Minnesota pick.
That's a good point.
I already know what it is. But
Oh my gosh, Rady, should I tell you? Rady, should I tell you or did you see it? You're muted.
Book it.
You got it.
Look at him, yo. Look at this guy. He looks really angry.
Are you upset? Are you upset that your team is on the board? Right there, and they didn't take him.
They're not on the board.
Or they're not? Oh no. Hold on. When did the Vikings pick? I think the Ravens are. Oh, okay, the Vikings are after that. Okay.
I wish we got this guy, but
Okay. So yeah, let's talk about this pick real quick so we can close this so we can make sure that we just missed maybe the Ravens pick. So Quentin Johnson here, wide receiver from TCU, goes to the Chargers to join Mike Williams and Keenan Allen. Somebody called this, either you or Naif or why, that they were going to go receiver. But although you've just been watching highlights of Quentin Johnson, tell us what you saw.
He's fast. He's big. I don't think he has he's not very lengthy, so he's not going to be able to jump and catch those crazy catches. But I think he's he reminds me of. I know this is maybe overkill, but he does remind me a little of Randy Moss. The way that he runs, he doesn't catch like Randy Moss.
Okay, nice.
And he's not like a speedy, quick guy. He's more like deep threat, I think.
Nice. Okay. All right. So we're going to bring this part 2 to a close now because the Ravens are on the clock and the Vikings are after that. We don't want to miss Rody's reaction to his favorite team's pick. So thank you all again for tuning in to part 2 of the 2023 NFL Draft. You're watching on YouTube, subscribe. You're listening on a podcast platform like Spotify. Follow us on there. Give us a rating. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter. And tune in to part 3 coming up. We got the Vikings pick coming. We got the Cowboys pick coming. You don't want to miss it. See you there.